Welcome back to RatAttack,
guys.
everybody. That was supposed to be
all
way
you did was
cooler
give me
than
a
it
countdown.
was.
I don't know what I was supposed to say.
We do the same intro every time.
I don't.
And you just, hey, guys.
Well, you can't just do it. You have to tell me what the countdown's for.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, we're playing more raincode.
Just continue. They know. Let's go.
We just found out they're cannibalizing
Yes,
people.
who cares? Let's keep complaining.
Ethan, I'm trying to be cool recap YouTuber.
They know what's going on. They've been waiting for like a year.
They might not. It could be some rando that just clicked on this
Go
video.
watch the other episodes then.
This is massive spoilers. Click out now.
Real corpses?
It's
Take a
cold in
bite out
here.
of them to make sure.
What is this?
Yeah, how else would we possibly know?
This is a fridge, isn't it? I don't know, but it looks kind of cold.
You think?
So many refrigerated bodies. Whoever did this must be a total psycho.
We're super into the same things I am.
All right.
What?
What's going on here?
Uh-oh.
A pocket.
His pocket?
Ooh, they're caked up.
I know, right?
They're real human corpses.
Master, look! There's something in its pocket!
It looks like a note, but the handwriting's hard to read.
Maybe someone was rushing to write this before they died.
Where am I? Where am I being taken to? Everyone here is a dangerous criminal that deserves the death sentence. That ruthless killer, that vile kidnapper. Everyone's crying as they pray to God. Will we be serving our sentences here together with no trial?
What a lame last note to... Oh, okay.
Shoot! If only we'd never been caught by the WDO. They locked us up here like animals, those bastards. We were brought here by the WDO's #1! He's called the world's greatest mind, isn't he?
They cloned
So,
it from...
Makoto is a clone of #1.
And Yuma might be too.
Yuma is something related to something, yeah. Because Makoto was like, he's my...
Yeah, Yuma's gotta be the same type of thing as Makoto is.
You would think. Why would the top detectives do this? What is he thinking? How can this be allowed? Darn it. What will happen to us?
The note cuts off here.
Trauma.
What? The WDO did this?
So, okay, here's a question.
Huh.
If the WDO is the one kidnapping people, or at the very least, it seems like these were criminals that did a crime, and then the WDO, like, apprehended them, you know? Why, what's the point of, like, searching the mystery?
Yeah, what's the point of sending us here? Because it's like...
Unless it wasn't really #1 who did it, and they were just told that.
Because this is one of the people that got kidnapped, we're assuming, and is going to be turned into food. He says he's with other criminals, and he was brought here by
The
WDO. More specifically, #1, who's also considered the world's greatest mind, which is what Fubuki's note mentioned was Makoto, or the homunculus that escaped.
Which is Makoto. Unless it's us.
I mean, unless there is just more than one #1 going around. I mean, we saw one die in an explosion. Maybe he was like, I'll come back. I mean, he has dark skin. He kind of has the, like, look, you know, the scars and stuff.
True, but we don't know what, like, state the unified government's things are in. Like, we don't know if they turn zombie or not.
Yeah, I don't know. But the one that we saw get killed could have been a homunculus one that's like, I'm just going to show them I died and then be alive.
Yeah.
Something like that. But it still could be Makoto, too. That'd be cool.
I want to believe that too. But why would someone write down a lie in their final moments? If what's written here is true, then I don't know what to believe anymore.
Well, if these guys are all dangerous criminals, they didn't deserve to live anyway, right? It's not something you should worry about.
I mean, yeah, we've killed a lot of criminals.
Just because they're dangerous criminals doesn't mean they should be slaughtered like this.
So we do.
That's ironic.
It's not right. And why did they turn into meat buns?
I wanted to turn Warren into a meat bun.
If only.
Yeah, he ate a few of those.
Calm down, Master. It's better not to think about it.
Shut up!
I'll be honest. If I was, like, in Yuma's shoes and I was like, shoot, I was eating people the whole time? That sucks. I don't know if I'd have, like, a barf reaction to that. I'd probably be like, that's kind of nasty, but I'd probably go and look up, like, what illnesses can you get for eating humans?
Yeah. I mean...
But I've never understood the, like, barf reflex when people figure that out.
Really?
Like, I understand
it, but if you found out you were eating human feces, then?
Yeah, that's poop.
Yeah, but that's a corpse. There's not a distinction.
Yes, there is.
Corpses are unsanitary.
Yeah, but it's been made sanitary.
Yeah.
You can't make, poop
You could. It's just refurbished food. It started as food, didn't it? It still has the nutrients.
I guess, but I'm not like a gorilla that eats its own poop.
I'm just saying,
Which they do, by the
capybaras
way.
do it.
What?
Capybaras do it. Dogs do it.
Yeah, but that's because their bodies can specially handle it.
I'm just saying, just because something's not gross to you doesn't mean it's not gross.
I didn't say that was the case.
Yeah, but like...
You're asking how I'd react to it, and I'm like, no, poop's grosser than eating humans.
Well, I just think that's interesting.
I think you could ask a million people that, say, what do you think would be grosser, eating poop or eating a human? And they'll say eating poop.
I think it disgusts people, the idea that it's like a person that was living. I don't know. I think you'd be surprised how disgusted people are by cannibalism. I think they'd rather just eat a turd, because at least then no one's being killed. I think mentally it would damage them more, is what I'm saying.
A bunch of babies.
I guess. I can't really predict how I'd feel in that situation, though, because...
Probably be like, dang, that was delicious. Where do I get some more of that?
Where do I get some more of that? How do you think Shinigami would act if we like went to the meat bun shop after this?
Shinigami's probably like a death god, so...
A solution key for now.
I'll make it a solution key, alright.
We're finally catching a glimpse of the truth. But it's not over yet. The
Awesome.
mystery you need to solve awaits outside the factory.
Oh my god.
You want to expose all truths, don't you?
No,
Then
not
press
anymore.
on, detective. Hurry, before you can't trust anything anymore. So that you can keep trusting in yourself. Come on, solve the mystery.
You're talking weird. Alright. A memo found in the pocket of a corpse in the factory refrigerator. It appears to be a criminal captured by the World Detective Organization.
At least it says criminals are doing it too.
Well.
It could be worse.
Yeah, it could be worse, I guess. How do we leave?
The door?
Over here.
Yeah.
Hey, girl, guess what I found out?
What's wrong? What was in there?
What if we find out? What if we find out? What if we find out the truth is that like we're responsible for it a little bit because we're in the WDO, and like I think that'd be a really good like twist.
If like the whole trainee thing was just like a fake title,
Yeah.
so we could go under the radar.
Yeah, something like that.
I could see that.
If we have memory loss too, I guess for us it was explained through the Book of Death. I wonder if that could be like a bit of a hoax thing, and it's actually like kind of a similar blank week situation we have going on, you know? Where we just woke up one day and...
That or maybe like
maybe they could alter our DNA just a little bit, because I thought Fubuki's note said something about that.
I don't know. See, I think we have to just treat the World Detective, or no, the Unified Government homunculuses as completely separate rules. Like, we don't know if the memories get cloned, too. And also, they only made, like, 2 of them, if we're thinking Yuma's one, too.
Yeah, I don't know yet.
No, there's nothing. Nothing at all.
Oh. Too bad. What is it? You look pale.
You don't want to know.
No, I'm fine.
By the way, what's your favorite food?
If she's just, like, eating a meat bun when we leave. Like, Yuma, you want one?
Hey, I found these on a tray over here. Can we see, like, what her likes are? Likes cameras, okay. I thought it was going to be like meat buns.
That'd be funny.
Okay.
It's best if Kurumi doesn't learn about the meat buns yet. She's been eating those things for so long.
She has to.
Probably, yeah. Okay, let's skedaddle.
The truth is waiting ahead. Are you ready?
So the
Kurumi?
mystery we're supposed to solve is outside here.
Probably a dead body.
Of course.
Okay.
Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction.
Huh?
Never mind.
I wouldn't start quoting the bad guys now.
Yeah.
Make your own cool quote, Mr. Poetry Master.
Yeah, he likes to do his little poetry night, so.
Due to polluted waters, fish are rarely caught. They're not humans anyway, so they don't want to eat them. Alright!
Who built this concrete floor?
Get out this way.
That's the mystery.
I don't know. I need more truth bullets.
Watch out.
I'm scared of birds. Well, this is a pretty place. I'd live here.
Where was that
Like this?
sky at for? Why was there a cloudy or like a blue sky out there?
That was like over... I don't know. Yeah, that was really weird. Is that a truth bullet, I wonder?
Maybe it's just for coolsies.
I mean, what's the point of mentioning that? Even if we were outside of Kanai Ward for a second. And they said it smelled like the ocean? Is the whole thing a boat? I don't know.
That'd be kind of cool.
Oh, spirit orb.
Do you hear that?
Memory orb.
Too? What is it?
Someone's getting sloppy toppy.
With Vivia. Krumi, that gives me an idea.
No.
I'm just kidding, guys.
My heart's pounding just thinking about what might happen.
I'm excited. I want something cool to happen. I want to see blood, guts, and mystery.
I'm saving the game. I'm scared. Also, I find it interesting the chapter name is And Then I Was Gone. Like, is that just referring to And Then I Was Gone and I showed up in the restricted area? Or is it something like deeper?
I don't know, bro. It's impossible to tell.
Oh,
Just an orb.
more oh my God, why do you always lock me out the second I see him? Also, this is like a dojo. What the heck?
It's also a factory, I guess.
I'm a little confused.
Oh, what is that?
Okay, that looks important. That has to do with the rain.
Weird.
Massive chimney. This looks like the public bath for the village.
The water's going the wrong way. Okay, so we're gonna get some rain clues now. Yako memories.
Things are looking bad at this rate.
Hold on, Master. There are zombies over there.
Let's not go this way, because that'd be dumb. Okay, let's check out the rain code.
Oh my god.
Master Detective Bath Code, where the rain comes from.
That's it, Krumi. I truly am the Master Detective Archives raincode.
I'm the rain code.
I always love those little jokes where people like say the full title of the thing, you know?
Mm-hmm. What if Yuma is the rain code?
Whoa! What's that?
I like the style of this.
It's creepy but cool.
What is that machine? It seems to be connected to the chimney outside.
Whatever it is, it's a bit excessive.
Could this be part of the truth he mentioned?
I think it's related to the
Master,
rain.
there's a switch. What do you want to do?
Press it.
Not gonna read anything first.
I would immediately go and kick that button with my foot.
Look through any computers for clues, maybe.
Shinigami, could you check out the top of the shelf, please?
Too
It's
short.
me.
Anything up there?
Aw, no luck. There's nothing special here.
Bummer.
Oh, thanks, Shinigami.
The one thing you're good for, too.
Is this a
Okay.
random generator?
It looks like a battery powering a nearby device, but... Yeah, the central machine is running by itself. Okay, so this one leads to just this computer over here.
Oh, okay.
So this one's running by itself. Is it rain-powered?
No way!
Eh?
The game would not do
Oh,
that.
whoa!
That would be totally insane if they made a water
Press the
generator.
button.
Flip the switch.
No, why would I do that without reading anything? Let me read something.
It's quite nice.
Okay. From this angle, it looks like the remains of an old bathhouse.
Yeah,
Seems like it hasn't been used for a long time.
I bet this giant bath has helped
Look, it's
rejuvenate
Mount
a lot of
Fuji.
stressed out people.
I think.
Now there's just a machine being used for who knows what.
So what are all these
Nothing
generators
lasts
for?
forever.
It's just for the computers, but this one's running on its own. Okay, whatever, I'm pressing the button.
Yeah, I don't care. Press the button.
Bruh! This is a great idea.
It stopped.
Huh?
Why do you do things without without looking into them first? You'd think being a terrorist for a while. No. Everyone's gonna like turn or something.
You think so?
Emergency has been declared. All residents, please seek shelter inside. I repeat, a state of emergency has been declared.
What is
All
going on?
residents, please seek shelter inside.
It's kind of beautiful.
Or maybe because they're zombies, they can't be exposed to sunlight, like UV rays.
Like a vampire thing?
Yeah. Then it'd be very much just like a zombie game.
So we'll see if it's light that makes them more aggressive.
Oh, yeah, maybe
Like-
that was the hidden thing. I mean, just one extra letter, but don't have to think too much about that.
Nah. Are you dying, Kurumi? How's this feel?
The sky's clearing up. So
That would be
the
really
stuff
funny if we just
coming out
turned
of
and
the
Kurumi's
chimney
dead.
Was
What?
rain clouds?
Huh? This machine's a device that creates rain clouds?
Okay.
The machine.
Why was it all the way out
creates
here?
artificial
In a random
clouds
bathhouse?
to make it rain all over
mean-
the Kanai ward.
It's less obvious.
To think,
Yeah.
even the rain has been artificial this whole time.
Yeah, but why? That's what we need to think about.
There is no truth in this city. Everything is a lie.
Why does it need to be rain anyway? Can't you just have clouds? Assuming the light theory is correct. A device located in the restricted area. It can artificially generate rain clouds. I can't believe we got duped so easily by Makoto. He was just like, yeah, the secret lab's the one in our main building. And we were like, okay.
Meanwhile,
like,
it was...
It was in the first place we thought it would be.
Yeah.
Who is that?
What is this?
Brent Rockfist.
Who?
Brent Rockfist. Oh. Yeah, I'm guessing the thing that made them more violent and aggressive then was light.
Yeah. How will this affect Warna, though?
How will this affect Warren?
That's the big mystery.
What's going on?
Oh no,
What's
she's turning
happening?
lightheaded.
Kurumi!
Turn the rain back on.
What's wrong?
We meet at last.
Take the mask off.
Makoto Kagutsuchi!
We should turn off the alarm before we celebrate our reunion. Aren't you worried about Kurumi's
So if
body?
maybe he's not a homunculus if he's not
Here.
being affected right now.
Lends me a hand.
Well, a UG homunculus is different than a Kanai Ward one.
True. I guess these are failures.
Are we gonna go in the mystery labyrinth with him?
Turned a lot ruder. Okay. What you doing? Turn it back on now? Okay, thank God. Well, this is really just confirming everything we thought.
Yeah, there's no way Kurumi would not be a homunculus and have a reaction like that.
Yeah. So it's kind of like opposite zombie like how they do it in other games. Normally at night they're like extremely aggressive and like whatever.
I only ever see Dying Light do that, but yeah, I get what you mean.
I don't know. I think a lot of media does it that way.
I guess I Am Legend kind of does it like that.
I think The Walking Dead does it do that?
Not that I ever heard of. I just
Maybe.
thought they were always slow and stupid.
Maybe not.
I didn't realize the roof was missing.
Is back.
It seems like things have settled down. What was that?
Is it because I stopped the device?
Master, be careful.
Congratulations, Yuma. You finally arrived at the truth of this city.
The raincode.
Congratulations.
Punch him. Kill him.
Enough! I've had enough of your games!
Games? I've been taking this seriously the entire time.
So what's your
Especially
goal?
when it comes to Kanai Ward.
What is your goal?
Maybe he sees
Why
them
are
as
you
his
doing
people.
this?
You still don't know? I want you to understand the truth about this place.
The truth? You mean this big device?
Also, he totally had us, like, do the handshake thing so he could come in the labyrinth with us. Like, why
Yeah.
else would he do that, you know?
He must have whatever number one's forte is then. I wonder what his
This is but a
forte would
small
be.
portion of the truth.
Hmm.
Of course, I'm the one who created this contraption, although it's a rather makeshift design.
Works good, though.
Though, do we have to use their forte to activate the coalescence? Or is it just a handshake?
I think it's just a handshake. But it's the handshake that always determines who comes in with us. So if Makoto's a duplicate of number one, we would technically be able to, like, bring him in because he has a forte, and we shook hands.
Could be.
Using the old bathhouse's chimney was brilliant, The melding of my genius ideas and the world's best technology.
Why did you even make it?
I don't owe you any explanations. But you've made it this far, so you deserve something. As you know, Amaterasu's experiment resulted in defective homunculi.
Womp womp.
Do you know the fatal flaw within all defective homunculi?
Son.
They turn
One
silly.
is an extreme decrease in intelligence when they're resurrected. In other words, they turn into zombies.
Okay.
They may be immortal, but upon returning from death, they become monsters that seek human flesh. The other flaw is sunlight.
Sunlight?
When defective
That must have been what that,
homunculi
like,
encounter
8-letter word
sunlight,
was. It was
they
beeped
become
out.
extremely stressed and lose control. They'll return to normal if you block out the sun, but while they're berserk, they lose
So
all
was-
reason and memories.
Was dark then the thing that made them docile?
Must be. Dark and light, I guess.
Or something killed them? Something just straight out killed them, though.
That might be what happened to Kurumi.
Reason.
She didn't go
and
crazy. She
memories?
just passed out. So maybe she
To be
was on her
exact,
way of dying
it's an
first.
allergic reaction to ultraviolet rays. If left in this state, they eventually die.
Okay.
But things will continue to spiral out of control. Once they die,
There you
they
go.
turn into zombies.
That's what was happening to Kurumi.
And we just had to go and hit the button.
I
Great
would've done-
job, Yuma.
I would have done the exact same thing.
I would not have. You have to be stupid.
In other words, sunlight is
Big
the
red
greatest
button
enemy
with a
of the
mysterious
defective
machine
homunculi.
after a guy led me here to press this button, probably. When defective homunculi encounter sunlight, they become extremely stressed and lose control. Okay.
Oh,
So you were blocking out the sun for them. And to do that, you created a cage of rain over the entire city?
When the clouds grow thick enough to block the sun, rain starts to fall. It's a natural phenomenon.
And that's why they aren't allowed to leave either.
To keep them stable requires clouds thick enough to cause rainfall. I can form rain clouds all across Kanai Ward from here. The altitude and wind conditions make it ideal.
Okay.
The result, of course, is that Kanai Ward became a city of unending rain.
Why build such a major contraption just for some defects?
Defects, Who are you to say something
Yeah.
like that?
You implying something about me?
You've lost so much on your long journey here. But now, well, look at your hands. What do you have left?
You're right.
My hat.
Maybe I am.
2
empty,
fists we're gonna pummel you with.
Yeah.
But I've been able to face many truths by relying on the strength of my friends.
And also Shinigami.
To make it this far on my own. It was thanks to
So-
those who helped me.
Yeah, I'm wondering now if our friends are just straight up dead or if they're going to come back either perfect or imperfect.
Probably.
Or if those versions of them that were dead were just different versions of the ones that were with us all the time. like homunculus versions of them, but the ones we know ourselves are actually just real people.
Especially yours truly.
Guessing post-submarine was bad homunculus versions of him.
Could have been.
So, even though I'm empty, I have everyone with me. That's why I was able to corner you.
Corner me? An interesting way to put it. But if you want to corner someone, this is how you do it.
That's a gun.
Ain't no fair! He never said he had a gun!
Why didn't he tell? I have my gun too!
One pull of the trigger and you're dead. Looks like I've got you cornered, Yuma.
Just go in the mystery labyrinth.
There's a spark in your eyes. Like you still have an ace up your sleeve. Okay, fine. Play your card. Let's finish this. Use the power of the Book of Death!
He knows about that?
What do you think, Shinigami? Oh, yeah.
I hate to use it now that he's spoiled the whole thing, but let's do it. And honestly, you'll be killed if I don't, Master.
Thank you.
The target mystery is the collection of corpses found in the factory refrigerator. Considering the scale of all of this, even I have no idea.
Should we pause and then talk, maybe?
What's wrong? Hurry up. The mystery you want to solve is right here. Come on. Solve Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. Expose all of my
So
crimes!
what mystery do we want to solve again?
It's kill or be killed.
Take off your mask.
We're just gonna kill him and
There's no
he'll come
time
right
to
back.
hesitate.
I don't know. Maybe if you destroy the soul.
One wrong move.
Didn't work
and
with the
you'll be
others.
forever trapped in the mystery labyrinth.
Of course.
That's true.
And I won't blame you.
But they
if that
don't
happens.
exactly
You've saved me so many
have a
times
soul the way they
already.
are.
Yeah.
She's blushing.
All right, here goes.
Right. Let's do it, Shinigami. This may be the final mystery labyrinth.
The mystery, what now?
Arise, mystery labyrinth.
Yeah, never gets old. You don't agree?
No, I mean, it doesn't get old, that's true. It's a very nice animation. All two of them.
Oh yeah, so that's the best part right there. Okay. Is he frozen?
He could be pretending.
He could be
Don't
pretending.
they get grayed out when they're frozen?
Like, I think, yeah. Oh, he is.
Okay then.
Wait, if this is our last one,
What-
can we
what's
do
his
it
goal?
normally? You know, together.
Sure, I don't mind.
Throw her in. Well, get in there, woman!
Down the rabbit hole we go!
I swear I saw Makoto move for just a second.
Oh, did you?
Maybe.
Oh? Yeah, okay. This is what he wanted.
Yeah.
Never give the bad guy what he wants. Always a bad idea.
I swear we probably could have just let him shoot us and be like, oh, we're back. Like, I'm really thinking we're just him, too.
Yeah. We do have the... Yeah. I don't know. we have the red blood, which is interesting, but I don't even know if that's like a huge part of the mystery. Like, it never said anything about it.
I assume this is the last labyrinth, though.
It might be. I thought there was like a chapter after this.
Doesn't mean there's another labyrinth, though.
Yeah.
Ow!
Ow!
Why did you let go halfway through?
It's for good luck. We can't just start breaking tradition, you know.
I really hope he's like braver this time.
He's gotta be.
Gotten used to this view.
In the beginning,
Which one?
we were so terrified of the mystery labyrinth.
Maybe that means I've grown as a detective.
It means
Did you get smarter?
Been a phenomenal mentor. But this mystery labyrinth seems different from the previous ones.
I figured. Well,
So is he gonna follow us down here?
Ultimate secret.
Or is he gonna do
Just up
something
ahead.
in the above world while time is frozen?
Maybe both. I don't know. There's not really much you can manipulate, though. Otherwise, we'd be able to just be like, kick and fight and punch the other people when they're frozen.
You would think so.
I think he's gonna try and intervene at the end and screw us
I'll
up.
never turn my eyes away. That's my mission as a detective. Can I count on your support again, Shinigami?
Still relying on others after all this time.
Okay.
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
No, I'm not feeling it this
Yes.
time.
I am.
I hope he participates in the dance a little bit more.
Now he still has no idea what's going on. You do that every time!
Kiss me already, woman.
Don't moan.
It looks so evil around the blade.
I know. I mean, she's a death god.
Here's the solution key.
Death gods aren't usually depicted as being bright and happy.
I think it's really interesting. Makoto like did a little eyebrow raise when we said defective. Like, you can look through the log if you want.
Like, which part specifically are you talking about?
Just go up a little bit.
Why build
Yeah,
such
see?
a major contraption just for some defects? Defects, huh? Who are you to say something like that? So are you
I'm wondering if Yuma is also a...
like a defective version, but different?
Yeah. Because think of it, okay, if Yuma is a copy of number one or whatever, just like Makoto is, or maybe he's a copy of Makoto, I don't know.
Maybe Yuma was actually the first guy.
How would that make him the defect, though?
He was a prototype.
Maybe, but I think where the defect part comes in...
This one was stupid.
What?
Yuma turned out stupid and
Oh,
half-baked.
no. I think when he used the Book of Death, that like got rid of all the natural advantage he would have had as a copy of number one. Because if number one's like a total genius, maybe like a lot of his memories have to do with that. And by theory, Makoto and number one should have some aligning memories there, even if he's a younger version of him.
Oh, so like Yuma might have had like, he should have copied all of number one's memories, but since the Book of Death erases all your memories,
He kind of like base reset himself into a weird defected version of number one.
yeah.
That's what I wonder some of the suspicion toward defects is.
Yeah, that could make sense.
Or maybe you're right, and Yuma is just like a prototype that went wrong or something.
Or we do see one little itty bitty cutscene in between chapters of like the way Yuma acts. Like when he was at the World Detective Organization before he came to Kanai Ward.
He still did seem like
he
the
acted
same.
like the exact same, and like number one passed him and he's like, who's that? And also, shouldn't he
True.
have copied the age and appearance and everything too?
Again, it is like a different one, like
Yeah.
a different variation. So we don't know exactly what is copied, But I do imagine Yuma is just a copy that wasn't quite the way they wanted it to be.
Yeah. The only thing that makes me think Yuma's like a homunculus is the fact he survived like the submarine explosions and stuff like that, you know? Because that is super weird.
Plus all the defect talk.
Oh boy.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Oh, you've never thanked me for this before. I considered just handing it over normally, but I'm glad I kept it this way instead.
You can do it normally.
Anyway, let's go. Let's unriddle this mystery labyrinth.
All right. So what are we unriddling?
We're trying to figure out the mystery of the bodies in the morgue. That's what Yuma said is like the main time point.
But then also Makoto after that, which is interesting. He made sure to say it out loud after that. Like, uncover the secret of Kanai word or something.
Yeah.
Or like me or whatever he said. I don't know what he said. Oh, this one's got a unique little style to it. It's Kanai word.
Yeah.
Hey, Kanai word. Hate this place.
The music changed too.
Kanai ward.
The mystery this time seems to be deeply related to Kanai ward itself. Just like you said, Master, if we keep going, we should be able to expose Kanai ward's ultimate secret.
This place seems fit for
Is
the
that
final
Russian
mystery.
Speaking of, why do you think
Looks
this is
kinda
the
like
last
it.
mystery labyrinth?
No reason. It just feels like that. I think I needed your powers in order to expose Kanai ward's ultimate secret in the first place. I've got a feeling that when we solve this mystery, our pact will come to an end.
What?
Am I wrong?
You know I can't reveal anything about our pact. Regardless, if I train you to be a great detective, there'll come a day you won't need me anymore.
No.
But there's still a ways to go before I can call myself a true detective. At the very least, I have to eradicate all unsolved mysteries from this world and bring happiness to everyone.
Is that really the way to do it, though?
I think I've heard that before somewhere.
That's what her last detective
Don't
guy
you
said.
remember? You heard that from the person who left the strongest impression on you.
Number one.
Oh, right, you're just a
Yeah, she
copycat.
pretended.
Literally, you're just a
Copy
copycat.
nobody. I'm just echoing what they said. I guess you could say they influenced me. If that was said by a detective you admire, it seems like a good idea to aim for the same goal.
Yeah, that could be like foreshadowing. Like, you're literally a copy.
I think so.
Here it comes! It's the mystery protecting Kanai ward's ultimate secret!
Then we just need to solve it. Let's go, Shinigami!
Well, what's the question? What was the cause of Amaterasu and Kanai ward's development? The unified government wanted to make homunculuses.
What was it that got the development started? I think the report you picked up in the factory says something.
And we'll expose it in the next episode.
That's right, everybody.
So thank you so much for watching. I don't really know what to say from here. I think we have a lot of the foundation from the theories we've said already. That I don't imagine this mystery labyrinth would be too difficult.
I don't... Okay, the only thing that... I feel like we have a reasoning for every question.
What do you mean?
Like, think of a question we have.
Is Yuma a homunculus or not?
See, I think we have a lot of, like, weird, just kind of... oh, sorry, I bumped the mic. Like, foreshadowy ideas that would say yes. Now ask another question.
Is number one really dead?
No. Because we saw an explosion in his office, and then we saw that same explosion was in the World Detective building. But if Makoto said he's in Kanai ward, that wouldn't correlate. So I wonder if that could honestly also be a homunculus too. We don't know how far that hole goes.
Right.
All we know is that there's one official one, of a copy of number one.
I mean, I would think if there's like one greatest guy in the world, I'd just make 1,000 copies of that guy instead of 1,000 of some random people.
Exactly, but what I think is that number one's hiding out in Kanai ward, and then that explosion was just like a way to make people think he's dead. Or a way to make us think he's dead.
Well, it looked like it was all over the news, too.
Right.
Like, everyone saw it.
So maybe he needed to fake his own death for something. Or maybe it'd just be easier if people thought he was dead for him to do mysteries.
But if the WDO is really the one that was kidnapping the people in the first place, it's probably a bad guy.
Yeah, probably.
But that raises the question then, why would they send people here to investigate at all? And it makes me wonder if there's maybe like more than one number one or something. You know?
My point is
do you think Makoto is a copy of number one?
He has to be, and I think Yuma is too. The whole thing about like, doesn't he say something about number one being his dad or something like that?
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah, so that's got to be like, that's like big piece number one.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
But like foreshadowing.
Also, he says, like, so that's my... It might not be that's my brother, but that's my copy. Maybe we're a copy of a copy here. That would also be plausible.
What if we're made from Shinigami's DNA?
That's a nothing theory. I'm not entertaining that.
What? It's
But my point is, we have all these different ideas for just about every question I think you could come across, where if you, like, took the mystery labyrinth out and gave us both like 5 hours to just write everything down, we could probably figure it out.
Maybe.
So minus maybe like one thing, like is number one alive or something. But like,
yeah, I wonder what's all gonna get answered in this one.
Definitely everyone's a homunculus. Like that just seems like such a duh.
Yeah, that seems like that's probably gonna be the first thing we solve.
Probably.
I don't think that's gonna be the grand reveal, because honestly,
it's kind of obvious.
Between the blood thing and like the blood test being done on everyone and blank week and like
Kurumi passing out
and all the factors having to do with how the homunculus act, you have like Warana and all the past people that came back to life. If you didn't at least think like, I wonder if everyone's a homunculus by this point.
I wonder what the plan was.
I feel like you're supposed to a little bit, you know.
What was, like, Makoto, I'm assuming, gonna do once it's been, like, 25 years and people are like, I'm not really aging?
Well, yeah, I'm guessing they had, like, a big old plan sort of thing. For, like, they're gonna use this amount of homunculuses for something. Like, I'm sure they didn't just create it because they're like, it'd be really cool.
But they can't leave Kanai Ward. He'd have to find a way to, like, envelop everything else in darkness, too.
Just create a moving storm.
He'd have to literally make the Matrix.
You could
they just blot out the sun.
You could blot out the sun with technology. I mean, if they can make immortal people, they can send a spaceship up there to.
Well, look how his like machine to cover all of Kanai Ward in rain.
It's just a bathhouse.
Yeah, it was like just a tiny thing. It like barely took up like.
They could put it on planes and boats and stuff.
Well, you could probably just make a huge one somewhere, and then it'd cover the whole world.
Maybe.
You know.
But if you're gonna like go invade a country or something, just like get a few like big boat freighters with some on there and
you're good.
Have them park outside with the rain stuff.
Though the only problem is
even then when it turns daylight they get more aggressive. It's not like, oh no, my immortal monsters are even angrier.
Yeah.
So I don't think they need to really worry about it too much.
The only problem is you lose the smart side of them.
They're not very smart to begin with. Not the normal ones.
I mean just the people though. Like,
yeah, but they're gonna need a way to control them somehow.
Yeah.
If they want an immortal army or something, I mean, it's not like Kurumi's gonna go and be their immortal soldier with her will right now. They're gonna need some way to control them.
You just have to kill them with sunlight and then bring them back in.
I'm very curious, like, who sent all of the master detectives here to try and solve this? Because if the WDO is in on it, why would you do that?
That is the thing. I guess I have the most like, what's the plan there about?
Like someone's planning out our whole life, right? Like, was it Makoto that did that too? He's like, I need Yuma for something.
He might have just wanted to be reunited.
Everything was going so smoothly with like Makoto's plan and whoever else's plan, number one's plan, whatever. And then Yuma somehow, just some stupid kid, they just brushed off. Like he's just a normal guy, basically. But he went and found the Book of Death. And they were like, God dang it, that screws everything up. And, and we're the one that, like, basically ruins their entire plan. And they have to send us to Kanai Ward now. They have to send everyone here to, like, for some reason, basically. Otherwise, their plan would fail. But it's basically a gamble now, whether we can figure out what they're trying to do or not.
You know what?
What?
They might have just wanted to kill off detectives. By sending so many detectives, they might have sent all their detectives to Kanai Ward and then never told anybody.
Yeah, or maybe they sent them here to be turned into homunculuses so they'd have immortal detective copies.
We know Amaterasu was purposely killing all the detectives that came here. They tried it with us, they did it with Desahiko's group, they did it with everyone's group. So if that was just the plan to just mass murder a bunch of detectives, but make it look like the evil Amaterasu Corporation was doing it the whole time, when in reality they were working in conjunction with each other.
I mean, we kind of figured, like, right off the bat, like, first episode, so the UG's probably evil, Amaterasu's probably evil, the World Detective Organization's probably evil, because that's just how these games go. If there's an organization...
They're bad.
Or a corporation... They're evil, like 9 times out of 10 in fiction.
But yeah, this will definitely be a cool mystery line. This is probably going to be like 10 episodes or something, honestly.
Do you have any other question? Well, I'm very curious what happens when we get out of here. Like,
I don't think Makoto wants us dead, honestly. If we really are clones, then he's probably just like, this might be like a Darth Vader moment, like, rule with me, you know?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't see, like, Makoto... I don't think he's that malicious towards us, honestly. And even if we did say, like, no, we're not going to do that, and he pulled the trigger, we'd probably just come back anyways, and then he'd be like, okay, what are you going to do now, you know?
I'm almost a little curious if, like, the soul part is going to come into this a little bit. Like, will we get an answer to whether the... What are they called? Homunculi have souls? And if so, like... Because Yuma... probably clearly has a soul if we're having Shinigami follow us around. I mean, our spirit could literally come out of our body and go, woo!
Yeah, I mean, maybe just souls are just consciousness. So as soon as you make a consciousness, you make a soul.
Maybe.
Even if it just is a direct copy and paste.
Yeah.
But something else, too. What is Shinigami's role in all this?
Well, yeah, I don't feel like she's going to be the only death god you see this game a little bit.
Or more, I wonder, like, if she has her own master plan here.
Could be.
Because especially with some of the wording she had when we were walking up to this door about us being, like, a copycat or whatever of someone else she worked with.
Yeah.
She could very well, like, still be working with number one, who just wants to kill everybody, which would benefit her as a death god, and make clones of them.
Well, I think it'd be kind of weird... if we have this whole, like, death god thing going and, like, the Book of Death and all that.
And then it's not used.
And then it's, like... I feel like they need to go more in on, like, the spiritual part a little bit. I mean, we have, like, supernatural fortes and stuff, too, and it's, like...
I think they're going to with this, however Shinigami ties into the larger story.
And, well, it seems like Makoto, a guy who has all of the information probably at Amaterasu and even the unified government's disposal... if he knows about death gods and stuff, he didn't even say, like, Shinigami or whatever. He said, like, death gods as if he could be any one of them.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like maybe that's just something they keep vague in case they make, like, future games. They can include other death gods or something. But
okay, well, I have a theory that I wonder. It sounds like Shinigami... I said this a little bit, but I'm going to go in more depth now.
Okay.
It sounds like Shinigami has worked with number one in the past.
Right, and that was kind of implied when she was like, what? No, I don't know that guy.
And Shinigami wants to reap souls. Like, duh. Every time we've gone to kill someone, she's like, I love this part,
so she probably loves the, like, mass kidnapping thing?
Well, let me finish.
Okay.
I'm thinking she might have made a deal with number one where he said, listen... I want to have these immortal monsters under my control and take over the world. But all I need is really to kill someone and then make a copy of them, one more immortal monster. So if you help me with this grand plan, I will kill these people, you reap their souls, and I get the monsters. It's like, one, they never left, and two, you get some real living souls.
Does she get the souls of just everyone who dies, though?
Well, only people she gets through the pact, which for our case is the Mystery Labyrinth. Assuming she's even getting souls out of these people. But she might just be pretending for the sake of the plan. But what I think is it's a pact. this all might be a way, like everything Yuma's doing might be a predetermined, pre-planned thing to fulfill the original goals of number 1 and Shinigami.
Yeah.
And then maybe Makoto's in on it somehow or against it somehow. Like if he's just trying to keep Kanai Ward safe with the creatures that have been created, that might be why he's so opposed to what we're doing and why he's manipulating us into this corner. I just think it's very possible Shinigami wants to turn on us with number 1 if they had this original pact and worked together, while maybe Makoto's trying to fight it. And we're being puppeted along this whole time.
I think it's possible Shinigami's a bad guy.
I mean, she's helped us out, but that could all that like credibility she's built with us could easily be discredited if she has more souls and more people she wants to kill.
Maybe she keeps loyalty to like the masters in chronological order. So if like number 1 was her first master, she'd be like, I love this guy. I'm gonna follow him over you, Yuma.
Well, she might not even care. It might just be whatever gets her the most souls.
Yeah.
Like she likes death and she's still a death god. I could see her like having manipulated us this entire time.
True. She also loves mysteries, though. I don't know if she just likes pointless deaths for the sake of death.
Well, she likes mysteries according to us.
Yeah.
And also, it wouldn't be a pointless death. It'd be the greatest mass killing to ever happen. If the plan is to kill everybody with monsters and then turn them into monsters.
Well, I'm more saying there wouldn't be a mystery to it for her. I feel like... Yes, she loves death, but she also loves mysteries.
According to us, though. Like, according to her time with us.
Yeah.
We could assume all of that's a fib.
I mean, we can assume anything's a fib from anybody, but... I don't know.
But still,
I could see it both ways.
Us, like, perfectly finding this book, and then also, like, the opposition from Makoto, it just makes me very suspicious of Shinigami and her actual intentions.
See, I more think the reason Makoto is so interested in us, I almost want to say it doesn't really have to do with us being a homunculus, but more it's because we have the Book of Death. And I think that us having the Book of Death is the one thing that could, like, kill him. Possibly, you know? I think Shinigami is more like the one enemy they cannot win against because she is a literal god. I think they're scared of Yuma a little bit, you know? So I think more likely than Shinigami like turning on us and becoming evil and like going with number 1 or Makoto or whoever, I think she's more like her own thing, like she is still a god, and that Makoto and number 1 and all the bad guys don't really... We're the one person that can stop them, basically. Shinigami is the one that makes us capable of it.
I'd agree with you, but the other monsters, the other people we killed still came back. Like, we saw all of them.
Yeah.
So I don't... Like, I feel like if she had a way to permanently kill them, we would have seen it.
True,
unless she's purposely
but they were,
holding
like,
out.
Brainless, too.
But that just happens when they die anyways.
So maybe Makoto would come back a brainless zombie. I don't know.
But he's a different... I'm just saying the homunculi on their own just end up like that.
I know, but maybe that's just kind of something that makes you think Makoto would end up the same way. I'm not sure. But...
I don't know. I'm just suspicious of her. Because this would seem like the perfect time for a bunch of mass death to happen. Which she likes. She's a death god. She probably gets power or just enjoyment out of it.
Maybe. I would think she'd enjoy it more if there was mystery tied with it, though. And besides that, the thing she said at the very beginning of the game, again, she could be acting, whatever. She's explaining how the mystery labyrinths work. If no one solves a mystery labyrinth, it continues to like grow and expand, and the more mysteries and the more death there is, the more mystery labyrinths they are, and they start to expand until they affect the real world. And she said, like, I very much do not want that. I don't think she wants the world to end. I think she wants continual, like, mysteries and, like, regular deaths, not, like, mass killing. I don't think she wants the world to just be destroyed all of a sudden. I don't think even Makoto or, like, number 1 necessarily want that. I think they just want, like, total control and domination. I don't know. I think that's going to do it for this episode, though, because we got, like, 20 minutes over. Unless you had any final thoughts.
I'm just suspicious of everybody now.
Yeah, in a game like this, you have to be.
Well, I mean
even
with
Shinigami
Danganronpa
says
games, like, that's the whole name of it, you know?
Even Shinigami said, like, you have to be suspicious of everyone. I
And just-
do wonder...
The way she's just talked about number one.
I wonder what her pact with number one is, because the way they're describing it, you make the pact to fulfill a certain thing, you know?
Or rather, what the pact was.
That's what I'm wondering, is what number one wanted to accomplish from her.
What if the pact with number one was that she went with us? And that's why she can't discuss the nature of it, because we didn't make the pact. He did for us.
Maybe.
Which kind of is more part of my theory, where she's like playing this big long game to get all the souls.
Yeah. Maybe.
I don't know. I just wonder. I just don't see her as being a...
It would explain, though, how number one... Because you remember Yako makes that one comment, like, he solves every mystery perfectly wherever he goes. And it's like, well, you can freeze time and go in the mystery labyrinth to do so.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
I wonder if it's... This is like a super stretch.
Okay.
But we can touch Shinigami right now, right? Well, what would happen if you got some of her DNA and we're like, we'll make a homunculus out of this?
Probably doesn't leave the labyrinth.
Vivia could bring stuff in and out of the labyrinth. Or we know we could bring it in.
Yeah, but Shinigami's like a whole different avenue of things. And again, he brought in stuff that's on his person. We brought in our clothes.
He had a syringe. He could have sucked some blood out of her. I don't know.
I just don't know if it would have done anything.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I said, a way out there theory. But I wonder what would happen theoretically. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. And watch the next episode. And the one after that. And the one after that. And the one after that. Also.
But not the one after that.
Yeah, if you watch that one, you're bad.
But, yeah, I'm very excited to see where this goes.
I'm not.
No, you don't care? You just
No,
want
I'm
to
just
go play
kidding.
Roblox instead?
Though I will be honest, I always like the parts before the mystery labyrinths more than the mystery labyrinths themselves.
I think this one will be different.
Maybe.
I think so.
Though, the thing with these games, though, it's always a little bit sad to not have the questions in your head anymore. Because right now, I don't know. I don't know the answer. I don't know freaking anything. But when I do, I'll be like, oh no, because these are the types of games you can't replay. Danganronpa, you can't go replay it. You know who's gonna die. You know who's gonna kill.
I'll like see people in our Discord be like, I'm replaying like Danganronpa V3 or something like again, and I'm like, why?
I mean, I could see replaying them, but you can never have the first experience again, basically.
I'd say that's true with every game, though.
See, I don't know, like, things like RPGs and stuff, you play them again, and you can do a different build, you find different locations, you side with a different person in the quest, because your choices kind of matter, you know? Like, you could kind of play a different game on your second playthrough a little bit.
Right,
But
I
like
mean,
a mystery game, like, who kills who is, like, set in the plot.
Right, that's true.
Like, once I figured out the great big secret of Kanai Ward, or the great big secret of the world, or whatever the heck we're solving right now, I don't even know.
I always imagined, like I would like to play, like, Danganronpa 2 and 3 over again.
And, like, see all the, like, foreshadowing and stuff like that.
I think after 2 experiences would be the real, like, the brain death of the game, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure even in this game now, if we were to, like, start all the way over and, like, do the whole Zilch case again, we'd probably be like, I see,
He said this weird thing in this one line. That's crazy. But yeah, just we'll have the answer after this, so I like this spot of not having the answer, you know?
The anticipation.
I mean, this is like the peak of the game is right before you get the answers. This is where your brain is running the hardest. This is what the game is like
meant to do.
Yeah, but once you have it solved, it's like, oh, that was really cool. Anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
So this is like the peak of the game. Like, in terms of enjoyment of the game, right now, or like the spot when you're getting all the clues is, for me, is where it's at its peak, because it's like, oh, I have this theory, I have this theory, what if this means this, what if this connects to this, blah, 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 blah. Then when I have the answer, immediate dip. Immediate dip. Like,
For
it's
me,
still, like, cool. Like, I still like it. Like, you need to have the dip eventually after having the answer. Otherwise, I mean, duh. Every mystery needs an answer.
Yeah, for me, it's a little different. I think largely it depends on if I'm right or not in my theories.
Do you get more of a boost when you're right?
Oh, absolutely. Because
Same.
that feels so gratifying to be like...
Well, you always scream whenever your theory's right. You're like, I did it!
Well, it's exciting, you know? That's like... I think for me, that's probably the part of the games where I'm like the most excited at all.
Is when you're right.
Yeah.
I feel that. I agree with that.
Just because, like... It's so... Like, if I'm right about, like, Shinigami and number 1 having, like, this big elaborate plot... One, I will look like a genius to the people who've already seen this game, which isn't like a high priority of mine, but there is a little bit of like a, oh, I think I have a good brain for this specific type of thinking and nothing else. But it's still something, you know?
Yeah.
And also, it's just like so satisfying to like just see those puzzle pieces slowly mush together in the way you expect them to.
For me, I don't really feel as satisfied unless I have a very strong reasoning for thinking a theory. So if I just like spitball a theory, like I think Makoto is actually a clone of Yuma. And Makoto was actually saying, so Yuma's my dad. But something where I have like extreme reason for thinking it, and then it turns out to be true. That's more of the stuff I get proud of, you know, the stuff I can prove, the stuff I like knew for a fact had to be right, you know, which doesn't happen often at all because usually there's like just things you don't know, things you can't guarantee.
Right.
But when it does happen, it's very elating. Like, whoa, my God, I knew it. I'm so smart.
I don't know. I just like picking up on like little things and running with them.
Yeah. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. But
I mean,
it is
foreshadowing's everywhere.
Yeah.
Foreshadow is whatever.
foreshortening.
There you go.
What?
I'm gonna foreshorten my lifespan if we don't end the episode.
I'm gonna forelong in my penis.
That was a much more clever variation of what I said, so good job, Gage.
Anyways, we've done like 5 outros already, so
this is the last one. Thank you for watching. Leave a subscribe, like a comment. Goodbye.
Bye.